Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today not the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. So as I dey watch Talk Sport, so I can't hear Brad Friedel, I think one of the former Liverpool players, where they do their own analysis. So Babakar talk say, looking at the long run, say him feel say Manchester City will catch Arsenal, especially during March and April, where Arsenal go there for the domestic cups, Arsenal go dey go far for the Champions League, they go to pursue the league. Say you go dey too much for Arsenal to manage. In fact, let me show you how exactly he said all these things. According to the Metro, Brad Friedel makes bold Premier League title claim ahead of Arsenal and Brentford. So when you read the entirety of the report, former Tottenham Hotspur, okay, now former Spurs player, no be Liverpool. Former Spurs goalkeeper Brad Friedel has fired a warning to Arsenal ahead of Tottenham ahead of tonight's game against Brentford. Now, when you go on to read the report, you can see when it was telling Talksport, I think Man City will catch Arsenal. I think Arsenal are the best team right now. Argue that one. I think they play the best football. But I think when it gets to March and April, and they're still going in Europe, the FA Cup, and if they get one or two of the wrong injuries, say by then Man City will leverage and take advantage of the situation. Man City have already fallen down, so they are on the mend. They've had their psychological dip, and I think they are going to start coming up. Arteta is on the verge of celebrating his sixth anniversary as Arsenal boss, and they need to win something. Now, the last paragraph, he got to talk say, are the players still behind him? Whether they ask whether they sack Arteta, I say it depends on a lot because one, are the players still behind him? Are they still earning money? Are they getting other goals accomplished within the club? So there are a lot of things to unpack here. First thing we say, they talk about March and April. If to say me there for the studio there, the question we have for ask can be say, what about Man City? Are they not also in the Champions League? Are they not also in the domestic cups? Are they not also going for the league? Whatever you want to talk about us, that it can still be attributed to Man City, especially when you recognize the fact that we have the best squad depth in the league. You're talking about one or two injuries. The injuries we don't get now are waiting. How many injuries we don't get like this? To key players. We play Chelsea without Magalhaes, without Saliba, without Gyökeres. No be later incoming say how fit is he? Without Trossard, one of our best wingers. What are you talking about? Say with two injuries. The ones who they get now waiting. Now waiting me, I don't really understand. Now talking about sacking Arteta, I don't talk am before here. Trophies are not the only metrics of success, and the waiting in just reiterates again. Sadly, but we all hope we win something. This is me. I'm not really buy that idea. Say March, April. In fact, I think we are going to test this. I call it a test now. We need to test them now. This April, March, this is a mokusi. Just like they say, Man City will go their run. Man City will go their run. We don't see that run last season. Do you know that this is some people still believe say Man City will still go that run, especially with what happened for Fulham. They will still go that, but we'll still come to that. They will still go that run. So me, I just the wait. We'll just see April and that March. I don't already predict say that April and March. Everybody will shock say that period, all our squad member will be available. I wan see how that injury wan take come. I wan see where that deep in form go take come during that time. Look at the way we are playing now. The only times we have suffered or struggled a bit na when some key players in our squad no dey available, especially those in the defence. Because when the Ukrainians no dey, we were still doing well, at least defensively. We no go concede, we go score one goal, everywhere still. But now we say Saliba Magalhaes come get issue, you see say e really show because Nkapie and Mosquera combination no really dey that solid. Although over time they are going to blend in, they are going to get an understanding, but for now they are a work in progress. So I need to acknowledge that. Now for the game we wan play today, the Arsenal versus Brentford that will play at the Emirates Stadium, that game no go dey very easy because when you look at our head to head, the last four times we played Brentford at the Emirates Stadium, starting from 2021-2022 season, we won two and we drew two. Last season, Brentford drew here. That's why if you watch the press conference, Arteta dey rally the fans round, say abeg, once e don reach 7:30, make una full the Emirates Stadium, we wan dey hear una voices. This match is a massive one, very big one. In fact, yesterday night before I slept, I saw this particular report from Sports Illustrated. They put out this report. Do you know what they did? They went to bring the next few games wey we go play. They come go compare wetin we play against these people last season. Do you know that against this Brentford, who we wan play now, we drew against them last season. Aston Villa wey we go play, we won them last season, we expect to win again. Wolves, we won them last season, we want to win again. Now look at Everton game last season, we drew it. Brighton, we drew it. Aston Villa, we drew it. That's Aston Villa at home, we drew it. Bournemouth away, we lost. Liverpool at home, we drew. Forest away, we drew. These na the games wey we go play next be this. So the way all these results dey come outside, we need to change the way e be. All these games wey we no do well last season, we need to do very well. In fact, we don already set a precedent. Just like what we did against, I think it was Fulham early in the season, what we did against West Ham early in the season, what we did against Newcastle at the St. James's Park early in the season. Wey be say we went there last season, I think we lost. Yeah, I mean, I drew, I can't remember. But we beat them this season. Like these three games we dropped points last season, we beat them this season. So we need to continue that trajectory because Man City sef dey push, dey apply pressure for where we dey. We sef need to dey return the pressure, fire for fire. So this particular game today, Baba, it is a win. There is nothing that will make Arsenal fans happier than a win. Just give us that maximum win because when you see what is happening at Manchester City, Man City and Fulham played 5-4 yesterday. Even though I was rooting for Fulham, if not be say that own goal wey Fulham go do, if I be 4-4. So 5-4, if say time still dey sef, I fit bet say Fulham na go get the next goal because Fulham really push Man City to the wall. Because Man City away this season, if I make a this picture first, Man City away this season, they no really dey that convincing. That 5-4, people go say, oh, Man City are back, but there is an underlying problem. Man City don't have a good defense. You come score Arsenal 4 for match. Who be you? How you want to do am? Yeah. So, and there was no, I don't think there was any penalty in that game for Fulham. 4 confirmed goals with their Donnarumma. So it is something I've never seen before. Like, I never see Donnarumma concede 4 goals. You get so, well, it dey happen. You get so they have a defensive problem. Fine, their attack is very solid. All their players are back. Phil Foden is in form now, and I think in the last 5 games or 6 games, scored 5 goals. The guy they do very well now. So everybody they very happy there. So we now they don't give us that challenge, so we need to return the challenge. So now so it will be moving forward. Now Erling Haaland don't score 100 goals. 100, no be say 100 don't pass 100, but when it comes to joining the club of players who don't score 100 goals for the EPL, he don't join them, and he don't get that be the fastest to reach 100 goals. The fastest because when you look all the players we first reach am, Leland got there in with fewer games, 111 games. Alan Shearer 124, Kane 141, Aguero 147, Henry 160, Salah 162. For you to see how difficult it is to get 100 goals, it will be very easy. So the guy said he do well for himself. So well, this guy, if not for this guy, only God know where Man City for the. That's just what I can say. If not for this guy, only God know where Man City for the. Now, away from that, based on this particular match you want play today, so as blog, according to read their report because I usually read a lot of reports from different blogs and I take the ones that I think their news are relevant. Now, they say rotation is needed today, and we need to bring players we get height. So if Arteta dey selecting teams today, making consider height, you get. So when you go through their own analysis, very detailed analysis, you come see where they talk say it's Brentford at home tonight as the game keeps coming. Mikel Arteta's injury updates at the press conference yesterday was typically vague, saying that they never know whether Saliba and Trossard go play tomorrow because Arteta say na the next few days, then a matter of days, then they go play. Now, when you check the back line, they talk say if Saliba dey available, it go make sense make Saliba play because Mosquera and Nkapi facing Thiago, that they are striker. Even that one sef na late fitness test, but I believe say him go play for them sha. So it's going to be very brutal. Every throw-in is a crossing. So e no go dey very easy. Now on Calafiori, because Calafiori played I think 45 minutes against Chelsea, so they say make dem bring back Calafiori because we need height. Now they come dey bring one big argument. Should we play Ben White or play Timber? Because this match, a lot of the balls will be in the air. Although Timber na shorty elewa, but he still get jump power. You get. So I think his jump power will allow Arteta to still select him because they say don't win all in area duels. So them they say we could bring back White. I go say we could still play Timber because when it comes to form, you get we did good and it go make sense if we score early. Go if we score early, go kill off all their because then we dey run come outside because normally they'll set up a back five. So this match, go dey very, very easy. Even for the reports, if they even mention Coyote, say Coyote is going to be very, very important for Brentford in this game. For those who never know Coyote, look at I'm read from the second paragraph. Say Brentford's massive weapon, as even Ateta said no, as Ateta called it, is the long throw of Michael Coyote. You get no player has taken more throw-ins in the Premier League this season than him. He don't put like 150 throw-ins, and it puts him way clear of anybody else. And it's obvious why that is. There are long throws and there are long throws, and his is the latter. They come in hard and at a difficult trajectory, and it's something we are going to have to deal with today. Even in the pre-game preparation, there's probably some discussion about how if you have to clear it for a throw, do your best to clear it far up the pitch because every throwing is a crossing. Every corner, like today match and a big battle will be very, very big battle, yes. And I want to believe we are ready. We are ready for that battle. You get we relish this type of battles. Now, like I told you, very crazy game with them players today. 5-4. Yeah, from 5-1. And you tell me say Man City get defense from 5-1, 5-2, 5-4. And could have been 5-5. Gabriel he play one ditch effort from Fulham. He kick him out from touchline. You get could have been 5-5. One mad now. For interview session, people say, see that match. They say it will be difficult, but at the end of the day, after the game, they say it will be difficult, but at the same time, the Premier League is so long. I am the oldest manager in the Premier League and have enough experience to make a long run to try to fight to win the Premier League. Peps, they give us that title warning. Say them, they're ready to follow us, fight till the very end. Yeah. So that's why, as then they apply pressure, because like this, they're 2 points behind us. We need to return that pressure to beat Brentford mercilessly if possible. You get now. I think that's when we talk about Declan Rice. Say Rice is going to become our new throw in long throw expert. You get what to make this thing come outside because they talk about the long throw of Declan Rice and the long throw of Michael Coyote. So now they are going to compare and contrast. Because the talk say 3 years ago, who know Coyote? You get so, but Declan Rice's deliveries. Everybody knows that 3 years ago when they deliver confirmed. You get but Coyote just burst into the scene. Yeah, so that one said I think I said praise your own players everywhere good. Now, I first see this particular statistics before this report. Do you know that this Rodri mentioned say Arsenal go sign. These guys last 31 games for Real Madrid, they never score one goal. 30 something games, he never score one goal. They got to ask Javi Alonso. He said we must believe and trust Rodrigo is a top player and a top guy. Just look at imagine. Just imagine that when I saw that statistics, I was like, whoa, and we won't sign him. It's very crazy. All right, my dear Asalovas, let's actually bring you a message from Bilito Nigeria Limited.
Your favorite wine drink for your party and celebration in every occasion. Call your friends and family. Time to celebrate. Have a good time. Pura Sepa comes in different variants. There's I like the red wine. Pura Sepa wine. Relax and enjoy your life with Pura Sepa wine.
All right, so Pura Sapa Spanish wine is brought to you by Bilito Nigeria Limited. So if you're interested in getting this wine for your occasions, or maybe you want to resell, they're still looking for distributors. They only have one. So if you're interested, contact Mr. Julius on 08033264146. His number has been at the bottom of the screen for long. So you can write it down because they need you to come and distribute for them. And if you also need them, get in touch with them ASAP. At the same time, we could also bring you another message from another of our sponsor, UJ Rattan. We get this rattan furniture. So they are dealers with indoor and outdoor rattan furniture. So if you're interested in their products, make you visit their store at number 6 Adekoya Street, Mende, Maryland, Lagos, Nigeria. And they also get an address for Benin City, number 32 Upper Sapomba Road, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. So if you're interested, make you just reach out to them on 090 960-260-98. That's our WhatsApp number, or 070-40-24-51-19. So the number is also at the bottom of the screen. And here are other pictures of their products, like products plenty, pictures with the same yakpa. So if you are interested, just get in touch with them ASAP. Now, away from that also, so we're going to see another report now. So this report is coming from the Daily Canon. They say Salah could miss Arsenal match after AFCON absence is confirmed. Now, say AFCON they come anytime soon. Salah is going to be traveling December 15. So he will go join Egypt. Normally, if Egypt enter making Egypt join the quarter final, make them forget because Arsenal Liverpool match na January. So once they enter quarter final, semi final, which they have the capacity to do so. So now we say he will miss some of their games, and Arsenal game will be inclusive. So then we pray now make Egypt no do well, make them come up for group stage, which I don't think is possible. Egypt they usually go far. Now Piers Morgan Baba they talk as in say see make Arsenal do everything possible within their power. Ensure say we win the league because we've got the wedding dress. Piers Morgan begs best ever Arsenal to finally win the Premier League title and predicts Gunners to go on a 20-year winning streak. The ones who win now will go on the 20 years winning streak. That's why that's quite crazy. Now, Morgan in an interview with Sky Sports said for 21, nearly 22 years, it's been a torment exacerbated by the fact that in the last 3 years, we've been the bridesmaid rather 3 times and never the bride when we should have been. Now we can taste it, we can feel it, that we've got the wedding dress. Now we assume we've got the best chance ever to be the bride. And my message to Arsenal is please, just win the league. Just shut up our rivals. Just give us something because it's the best chance we've got. And I believe say all of us did in unison with Piers Morgan in this plea to the Arsenal faithfuls. May the help us run out this season. I beg. Now, away from that, I can't stumble upon this particular story. Yet. In fact, when I first see the story, I thought it maybe the story in our bubble until I can't see the source. Talk Sports. I can say Talk Sports no replay. So they say the way things they go, lawyers have begun working on a deal to take unsettled Real Madrid player Vinicius Jr. to Saudi Arabia long, where he's going to be like the world's highest paid player. So for me, I'm saying, is this young man sacrificing ambition for money? You get some people will say rightfully so because money rules the world. You need money to pay your bills. You get, but I think he won't win Ballon d'Or because it came to me as a surprise. I don't know how I take see that particular news. Now let's bring the message from Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Eken Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the day, let me say Brad Friedel, one of the Tottenham Hotspur former players, obviously going to say subconsciously no like Arsenal. He's saying if you say Man City go catch Arsenal for March or April because we go to Champions League, we will pursue the league, we will pursue the FA Cup. Because they ask say Man City by that time they're going to pursue firewood, they're going to pursue rats, and they're going to pursue goats. Nobody saying league said they pursue. Nobody Champions League said they pursue. The cup they're not there. I don't know why people just use tunnel vision, focus on one direction, forget to say the other people say they the same competition where they say with the pursue. We gather the portion together. Well, my dear Arsenal lovers, with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and then like come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get out. All right, guys. Ciao.